Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And we are trying and trying to make this connection so that I can introduce you to my awesome friend, Rhonda. And gosh, I see that this doesn't let me swipe. I'm trying to figure this all out here. But anyway, this is exciting. This is Wednesday night. I hope you're having a good night. And this is my friend wrote this book. It's called "Can a Cookie Change the World?" And hey, I'm seeing different people pop on that I can invite. So hey, hopefully Rhonda, you'll be one of them. It's like we keep trying. But I met Rhonda last October. We were at the Igniting Souls conference that was here in Ohio. Oh, and hey, I got an option to bring you on camera. Oh, hey, Rhonda. I did. And Rhonda, we had such a great time. We were working out like really early in the morning at the Ohio State Horseshoe. And the second we met, we just had a great time. And throughout the weekend, we had a good time. I think we got into work. We don't know what. Hey, Rhonda. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
And it's like,
you want to see my view?
Book.
Thank you for getting that. I've read to 17 classes so far. It's been really fun.
That's cool. And I think you said right about first to fifth grade, but third grade's like about your target audience and really good for kids you've gotten good responses from.
Yeah. Actually, I've read to kindergarten through fourth grade, but I read to third and fourth just the other day. It was really good, and they seem to really get it. I would think maybe sixth grade might be a little too old, but you know what? Adults like it just as much. Actually, one of the high school classes, I do too. One of the high school classes invited me in last week, and it was so much fun. And I had like 20 girls, 9th through 12th grade, and they loved it. It was really fun.
Oh, I think it's great. So, hey, if you're watching and you're here in Central Ohio and you are a teacher or you know a teacher that fits like those ages, talk to me. When she's here, she's coming back in October for this conference again. We'd love to set up a time where she can come and read to your class, and who knows, we might even bring some cookies for you. So
I get in. I think I get in Tuesday night, and I'll try to get over that jet lag. I think I have a red eye actually, so maybe I get in the morning. But so Wednesday I could probably read to some classes if anybody wanted to, unless we go work out on the Ohio Buckeye Stadium again at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Or teachers, actually, we're figuring out this Facebook Live thing. She could like Zoom or Skype into your classroom. So even if you wanted to do something like that, anywhere in the United States, that would work. She can come and do a reading. And it's like, hey, technology's great. You don't have to be sitting side by side. And
that's true.
Very cool. So this is a true story. Can a Cookie Change the World? And it's about a gal named Tessa. Hey, we're twinsies. So tell folks about Tessa. How did you meet Tessa and learn her story?
Well, actually, I've known Tessa since many years before she was even born. She's my goddaughter, and I acquired her actually through my husband because my husband has been friends with her dad since they were 4 years old.
Oh,
best friends. So it's really sweet. Anyway, and so then Tessa's mom, Angela, and I have known each other since I met Bill. And so Tessa's now 14. So I've just watched her, and I've known she's an amazing young lady. She's so funny, though. I took her pictures in December with one of her friends, and I said, what do you think about me writing this story about you? She goes, I just can't believe you think it's good enough for a story. I said, of course it's good enough for a story. It's amazing. It's so inspiring. So she's a little embarrassed by kind of all the hubbub, I think, but she's awesome. And so her dad has a tour company here in town, and he wants her to sell some of the books this summer. She's like, I said, I'll teach you, because she doesn't want to brag. So it's so cute.
Oh, that's so funny. I love it. That's great. Because she was how old when this all took place? When she started?
She was
taking place.
She was 7 when she started fundraising, and she put a jar out at a garage sale, and I couldn't put all that in the book. You know, I had to condense it down, but there was so much more I wanted to put. But she'd put money, jar out at a yard sale and ask for money, and then so she was about 7, and I think she might have turned 8 by the time she had her first one. But I think she's done 7 years now. So, and she's 14. She'll be 15 this summer.
So they do bake sales, and her first one helped the homeless community there in Ketchikan. And so she
Mm-hmm.
got to actually see a guy that was like, all of a sudden she saw him all tattered and stuff, and then she saw him with warmer clothes on, and so she knew it made a difference.
You
And
read the book.
I know, a couple times. But then every year she picks a different thing that she's going to benefit, and some of them were things that had to do with her friends.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you said Special Olympics, and of course, a big good percentage of this book is being donated to ALS. What's the connection there?
Well, Tessa's grandma, Sandy, is who I dedicated the book to. And Sandy has had ALS, and she just passed away on May 24th. And it just so happened to coincide with the day ALS posted about her. Several hours after that post, she passed away. So she was so proud of this book. Of course, she's so incredibly proud of Tessa, and Angela. And of course, Angela, her mama behind her, is an encouraging, huge, tremendous support. And so, and all the community and everything has been wonderful, because she knows, and we all know, and she wants to make sure others know that she could not do this without all the community support, all the friends and family that join in. But anyway, so Sandy has been battling ALS for, I think, 8 years, and she just gave up that battle a couple weeks ago. And so that's why 35% is going to go to ALS in her memory now. And the year that Tessa did it in the book, where I talk about it in the book, she raised over $9,000 for ALS. Yeah, it's incredible.
Well, it's like, gosh, that's such a horrible, horrible disease for people to go through. So to be able to help is so encouraging. I just love it. And
It's tough. The hard thing, I think, that one of the hardest things about reading to the classes is talking about that. And I get kind of emotional, so I have to really work on it. Not to, because they're looking at me, but I make sure that I tell them, there's a lot of bad diseases. And there's one disease that we talk about in the book, CRMO, that happens to a little girl about their age. And that's kind of scary, but I let them know that it is very rare, and that always when there's something bad that happens, always look for the helpers, always look for the good, because anytime there's something bad that happens, somebody good can come along and make a difference.
Oh, isn't that true? And here, a 7-year-old, an 8-year-old, you don't think about them really contributing or making a difference. And here she's impacting, and her things that she's raised are impacting people around the world with some different organizations that she's helping. So that is so cool.
Let me tell you too, so last summer, so Tessa got accepted to go to this leadership, like a trip, and she got to go to Fiji with other elite. You have to be selected for this. And I mean, I don't remember how many kids went, but she got to go to Fiji, and she cleaned water. She had to learn how to scuba dive so she could dive in the water and clean the water of litter and stuff. And she taught kids how to speak English, and she just did a bunch of various things. So she has got a servant's heart for sure.
Oh, that is so neat. I love it. Oh man. So like, is there anything else about the book? I mean, this is like the second book that you've written totally, right?
Mm-hmm. But it's my first one in print.
It's like, yeah, that's right. The other one's an ebook it's an ebook on Amazon, and so that's possible. And then she published one that actually her sister-in-law wrote, for Mrs. Cobblepot, and that was The Day the Pudding Got Away. And, oh my God, it's a cute story too. It's cute for a little bit younger audience still, right? And it's like,
it is a great reader. Yeah, it's a really great beginning. I also helped another friend, and all of this has come about. That's when I joined AAE, Author Academy Elite. I joined saying, I want to help my church learn how to write books. I want to teach them, because we are trying to build a church building, and we're doing it debt free. And I thought I could teach them how to do this. And I think I joined 6 months. I don't remember now, actually. I don't remember the timing, but it's been several years ago since I joined AAE. But so Barbara Kimball was actually the very first person after I wrote my first Kindle book. Emily's Lights is the name of it, but Barbara Kimball wrote After Midnight Meditations. Now, let me see if I can do this without getting emotional, because she just passed away too. So this book is amazing. She left this legacy and she gave 100% to our church building fund. And she was incredible. This book is about prayer and her. I think she got saved at the age of 9 years old. And so she became a prayer at that time. And she's been praying for 65 years. And she, yeah, she just passed away a couple weeks ago. So her book is out there. I actually recorded it for her in her voice in Audible. So that was amazing. And now her kids are like, really? We can hear her voice. So what a gift. I'm just so pleased that, so I was learning the whole time that I was teaching her, and I thought it was so much more important that we go for her book first, since I'm learning. And I'm like, yeah, you bet. So I was with her probably close to a year doing this book and helping her, and man, I treasure that time.
That is so cool. And it's like, okay, so we're talking about, can a cookie change the world? So I've never asked you, what is your favorite cookie?
Oh, well, my favorite cookie is the chocolate pixie. I don't know if you've ever had a chocolate pixie.
Mm.
It's very good. It's kind of like a chocolate cookie, and then you roll it in powdered sugar, and then you bake it, and then it kind of looks like a crinkle top with
Oh,
the.
okay. I
But
think
the
I
only
have.
reason, I mean, they're really, really good because I love peanut butter and chocolate chip too. But my grandma had a restaurant, and she was this fabulous baker and made pies and cookies. So I have a memory of my grandma, and she passed away actually when I was probably 14 years old from cancer, and she was very young. She was in her 50s when she died. So that is why that's my favorite cookie. You know how we are so tied to emotions and sentiments. So
That's awesome. I love it. Well, and we're coming back
I don't dunk my cookies.
You don't dunk them?
No.
Yeah. It's fun. It's like, hey, everybody, so glad you're joining us here. And, you know,
Oh yeah, there's Debbie Joyner and Stephen Joe. I don't know some of them, but Debbie Joyner is one of my friends from high school. I can see some of the comments on my phone. I'm having to hold it up on a box.
I know I got this little tiny like stand thing. I propped it on. I got something cheap at IKEA, and I thought this might work, so I can get my hands free.
Well, I had one, see,
Oh,
but it wouldn't work because I couldn't get it to go the other way. I had it set for landscape.
I know. We tried and tried to get this thing rolling, you guys. We really did. It was like crazy. Actually, we've been trying for a couple of nights, and it's like, we're going to make this work. But coming up this fall, we're coming back to the Igniting Souls Conference. Mm-hmm. And so I'm so excited to get to see you again. And that's such a great conference. And gosh, it was so inspirational, and it just helps. So if anybody listening here is an author, or you're interested in becoming an author, or you're a speaker, or you're an entrepreneur or a coach or whatever, there are things you can take away from this conference, and I'm glad to get you some more information on that. Either one of us can help you with that, but it's really good, and it's here in Columbus, Ohio. So if you're one of my local friends, why not?
What is it?
Just be at my Polaris. It's so close.
Yeah, CarrieOverbrenner.com or AuthorAcademyElite.com, right? Or,
yeah.
But you can put a link on.
I'll put the link underneath there, and we'll get them so they can get them.
Yeah,
that's cool.
But my book is actually up for an award at the AAE conference.
That's right. They are doing Author Academy Awards, huh?
And I think if you go to AuthorAcademyAwards.com, and then you have to scroll to like page, I think mine's on page 13 and at the bottom. And if you click, I found out if you click on any of the books, that's your vote.
Okay.
So you have
go
to
there
scroll
and vote
down.
For Can a Cookie Change the World? Oh, business card holder. Good idea, Debbie. I know I'm like punting. It's like, hey, we're going to make this work. So great.
That's a good idea, Debbie. Yeah. Where is one?
Yesterday, you've got two twin girls, and they just celebrated their birthday. You got teenagers in the house.
I know, two teenagers, and they're very sweet. I'm very lucky. Oh, look, there's an eagle. Can you see that eagle?
Wow, check it out. It's so tiny on our screens.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. There's 3 of them flying around right there.
Cool. So I have to look at it a little closer. I think my glasses need to get changed there. I know last time you were on here, I was like, I think that's a whale out there. Check it out. You know?
Oh, well, you know, there's actually a hair. Can I turn it around so you can see the view? Okay, hold on.
Check out. Hey, you guys, we're going to Alaska.
Oh, there's an eagle.
Oh, yeah, definitely saw that one.
He just landed in the tree right there. But there's a whole bunch of birds right on the water right there. And it's dark and rainy and cloudy, but it doesn't get dark until about 10:30 at night. But when there's a whole bunch of birds on the water, like right there, a lot of times I watch and a whale will come up because they're probably feeding on herring or something like that. And then so the whales come up and bubble feed. It's amazing.
That's cool. That is just beautiful. To see the landscape there is just gorgeous. It's like, oh, what a nice today's. So hey, one of these
What's
days,
it doing in Ohio today?
it's cold. It was in the 60s and it was sunny. It was beautiful out, but I was like going outside and going, oh my gosh, I'm freezing. I wanted to go to the pool, and it's like that didn't work.
I think it's about 48 degrees here. We have to play softball in this weather. One of my daughters, it's like we're all bundled up at the ballpark.
Yeah, that's like really cool. Does it ever really get warm there?
Yeah, we've had a couple nice days. Gosh, on the nice days we're at the ballpark, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's like Hawaii." It's like 70 degrees.
Hawaii with ice caps in the view. With whales. It's like, yay. Well, it's
It's
good.
fun.
Well, you guys, this book is awesome, and it's available on Amazon. Feel free to go to your local bookstores and ask them
Yeah.
for it. Go to Barnes and Noble, and they could order it in for you. That's a great way to do it if they don't have it. And I'm not sure how many stock it there, but it's like, oh, it's so good. It really is. It's inspiring. Teach your kids, like, there's things they can do. Have them use their creativity. That's what I love about it, is that she just had this idea and then put the work into it. And it's fun to see what God's got in store for her down the road.
Yeah. Well, and it does. I hope it does make a difference. ALS, actually, the big website, they're going to put it out in their newsletter this weekend. And so that'll go to almost 90,000 people that they'll see marketing on it. So I hope that will help. But I really need the help, and I need the help with reviews. It's really hard self-marketing, but I'm going for it. And you are such a huge, big encouragement. So thank you.
You're
But
welcome.
then also another 35% goes to Stays Here with Tessa's Cookies for a Cause. So that 70% of the book is given back, which I hope it really makes a difference.
I mean, that's so awesome. I love it. So yeah, you guys get the book, and then when you got the book, or even, I don't think you have to have the book. If you go to Amazon.com and look up "Can a Cookie Change the World?" I can even put the link down below here after we're done too. But once you're there, there's probably a look inside where you can see enough of it. You can write a little review, and just by having reviews, that really helps to get the book's exposure. And more people that know about it, the better. It's
You're
fun.
so awesome.
Yeah, and there's even like a real picture of Tessa on the back. That's the real
Yeah.
life Tessa there. So that's kind of
Yeah.
like, yay.
And actually, if you're on Facebook, you can go to Kids Cookies for a Cause. They have a Facebook page, and you can see tons of pictures. And if you go to the ALS website too, Tessa's grandpa just sent in a picture of Sandy at her ALS fundraiser. So, and that's really special.
Oh, see, that's so cool. Well, I just think it's neat. We're doing things, and I'm excited to see what comes up next with you. You got so many great ideas, and hey,
I actually would like to make this a series. I seriously would. And I've been thinking about that, just kind of kid world changer type series. And I have a couple ideas for the next ones. So we'll see
on
what
your
happens.
website, you tell people they can submit their stories. If you got a kid that's doing something, submit their story,
Oh,
and maybe Rhonda will write a book about them.
I would love to actually. That's my goal eventually to get there, but RhondaBolling.com, and that's RhondaBolling. Sorry for the plug there, Susan.
That's all good. We're going to tag it all in here too. I'm going to go back and have time to type it right.
Well, and my website's not really ready, so forgive me, but I'm trying to do it all. You know what I mean? Little League mom and everything. So I'm just doing what I can when I can, but it's there. You can put your name and address in, and you'll get a newsletter or get the recipe. So that's cool. Thank you.
It's awesome. So is there anything else you're getting to tell anybody, or anything else you want to share? Or?
I don't think so, but we can do this again because it's so fun visiting with you.
I know it is. It's fun to see you. I can't wait to be in person again too. But yeah, we'll do this again. But you guys get the book, enjoy it. We'd love to hear what you think about it too, and help tell the world. Let's go change it together and have fun, my friend. You're off to some Little League tonight, huh?
Well, we were going to have a practice, but I have to go to the field because I'm also on the board. So I have to do some things at the field, even though my daughters aren't playing tonight. So
I love it. Well, that's awesome. Well, have fun, stay warm, and I'll talk to you soon.
you too. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Bye.
Bye.